just here in my bedroom assembling all of my food for the FKT attempt, and as you can see, or as you will see, there's quite a bit of food, and I'm just trying to get enough calories while balancing the amount that I actually carry. Planning for 13 days, so that's 13 days of food that I'm gonna need to carry. So yeah, I've been able to arrange 3 different drop boxes for along the way, which I will show you now. So those boxes right there, they don't look like much now, but they are being assembled. As you can tell, you know, when I get to the place where my drop box is waiting for me, I'm not gonna really need to worry that much about the weight. So I'm packing some heavy stuff. Like Doritos isn't heavy, it takes up a lot of room though. I've got some of the peaches in water. I've got some pineapples in water as well, which I'll crush when I get there. I've got some oat milk that I'm gonna eat with this cereal here. It's super high calorie as well, so it'll be a great breakfast to have in the morning to switch things up. And a couple of beers. This beer here, Muskoka Brewery Mad Tom IPA is stronger beer, and the craft lager, so I'm gonna have to crush both of those that same night, which, you know what, I don't think I'll have much trouble doing. It's gonna be warm, but I don't really care. So again, here's the actual assembly line, if you will. This is like about 6 days total of food. So as you can see, I've got coffee. I'm using the MCT powder as creamer, which is really good. Just working my way up from the bottom here. Then I've got a really nice oatmeal mix. I've got some Kind bars, some trail mix, some of those date cookies with some banana chips, a couple meat bars. I'm gonna have that for lunch. Some more trail mix as I'm working my way up through the day. More Kind bars. We got some M&Ms, some Juju, some Oreos for the sweet part. Also, right beneath that is some dried fruit. I think that's dried mango. And then the Mountain House meals, I tried to get the ones that are the highest calorie. So I think each of those bags has about 800 calories. I've got the chicken teriyaki and the sweet and sour pork. So because it's gonna take me 13 days, I'm gonna essentially need 13 days worth of this. So because I've split the trip up in such a way that I can do the drop boxes. This first one here is going to go into this you can see that number 1 there. That's going to go in the first drop box. Then this will go in the second drop box. I'm essentially finished assembling this. And before I pack this one away, though, I'm going to assemble the third days right beside it, just because I've got everything laid out here nicely. And then, yeah, I'm 2 weeks out right now, so I'm getting organized and getting ready here. Yeah, as you can imagine, at 2 weeks out, it's a little bit nerve-wracking. I am feeling nervous, also feeling excited too, and just spend some time today reminding myself why I'm doing this. That I'm doing this for me, and I'm doing this for my family, and I want to just keep that top of mind as I go through the FKT attempt here. It's the Friday night before leaving. So Friday, August 27th, I am planning on leaving on the morning of Sunday, August 29th. It is my son's birthday tomorrow. I'm sticking around for that, and we're heading tomorrow night to Niagara Falls, where we've got a hotel room overnight. So tonight, a couple hours earlier, I just had a phone call with a FaceTime call with Reza Hab, and we went over all my gear, which was a huge confidence builder. So I've got all my gear here, and to give you a quick look at it, it's down here beside me. So here it is. Here is all my gear. I'll just go through it real quick. The red bag, got my tent. It's a MSR Hubba 1. Then I've got a mech sleeping bag there. It's up to 5 degrees and ultra lightweight. Right below it is a Thermarest sleeping pad there. I've got my rain cover as well for my pack. Some bear bangers right there. Salt pills. There's my headlamp. These bad boys are my gaiters. Then I've got my spork. I've got a Swiss Army knife that I'm bringing. I've got my cooking kit, which is, this is the MSR Pocket Rocket. I've got a can of isopro fuel inside of it. And then I'm bringing 2 cans of isopro fuel as well. Coming down a little bit lower, I've got my earphones. I have a little wallet that I'm bringing. I have my all-important Garmin InReach Explorer, which will be tracking my progress as I go through the FKT, as well as a way for everybody to find me on the trail for safety purposes. My trusty hat. I've got a big bladder, a 3-liter bladder, that I may or may not fill up. Who knows, I might ditch that partway through. I have some filter bottles up there. So my soft flask, 2 Solomon 500 ml soft flask. The red filter cap there is for filtering water, obviously. 1 regular cap, as you see right there. Then I've got a Katadyn 1 liter, or Katahdin 1 liter to get a little bit more water storage with a filter cap for that too. Moving over to this turquoise towel. It's got some water resistant North Face gloves on top. My trusty shoes. I don't even know what pair this is, of my Brooks Cascadia. I think those are the Cascadia 15s. I have a rain jacket right there. I've got my buff that I'm gonna wear as a toque. It's versatile. I'll just use it as a face mask if I need to go into any stores or anything like that. 3 pairs of socks, some tights. That is my agenda. I've got it on my phone, but just in case I need to get to it and my phone dies or something. This is a long sleeve shirt. Those are my undies. My clothes for the day, my poles. Those poles are Black Diamond running poles that fold up. They're great. I've got some calf sleeves, some arm sleeves as well, as primarily to keep the mosquitoes off while I go. My first aid kit, which includes some all-important nip strips. Then I have, what do I have there? Actually, that's my toiletry kit. Then I've got a first aid kit as well. And just moving over here to my pack. This is the it's a little bit dirty, but that is fine. The Osprey Levity 45. It is ultra lightweight pack. I believe it's less than 2 pounds. Cool thing about this pack is that it has a frame, as you can see on it. So yeah, it's really nice. Over here, I've got coffee filters. I've got my coffee maker. This thing is really cool. I got this a few years back. It's really simple. Just set up your coffee cone, your coffee grinds, and then just do a pour over. So a little bit heavy with this thing, but I feel like it is a good luxury item. Next here, I've got my rope with a carabiner to hang my food if I need to. And then my good old food bag. This is waterproof. I've got 4 days of food in it now. You can see a bunch of stuff in there. I won't take you through all of the food, but essentially there it is. There is all my gear. One hour in here. I should have done a video at the start at the kiln. I took some pictures with my wife and family though, so that'll have to do. But yeah, well, I'm pretty much like 50 minutes in. Sun is just starting to rise here, and getting a little bit of a view from my horizon. I started off at the southern terminus, as you can imagine, right by the border, and that was pretty cool just to start there and see the cairn. That was my first time seeing the southern terminus cairn. So yeah, here I am. pretty hot this morning. I'm supposed to maybe get some rain a little bit later today. Hopefully it stays overcast. It looks like in terms of the weather, it's gonna be one of the hottest days today. Here's a little bit of the area that I'm in, a pretty spot here. All right, on my way. So there we go, signed the logbook. There's a little holder here. All right, better get going. That's the QEW, heading towards, well, bring you back to Toronto or back to Niagara. Interesting bridge here. What's this, like 9:30, so I've been going since 5:30, 4 hours, maybe 20K outside of Queenston. Nice, made it. Hey, I'm getting to my first water drop. At least I'm hoping that it's still here. Here's my hiding spot. It's a big relief since it's a hot one today. It's 30 degrees without the humidity and 40 with it. Looks like there's usually more water that's coming down. These are Disu Falls, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's been a wild day for weather. It's rained, it's gotten super hot, rained again. But I'm doing pretty well. Looking forward to potentially lying down in a stream, cooling off. Hey, pretty steamy here. It's day 2. Last night was interesting to say the least. I ended up camping out, and there was a massive thunderstorm throughout the night. I still got a really good rest, but I didn't make it to my water drop, the end of the day water drop, so I'm on my way right there now. So anyways, I think I just went through the hilarious named Walls Falls Conservation Area, and I am making my way hopefully towards Ancaster today. We'll see how that goes. Just outside of Grimsby here, beautiful view. There's the lake out there. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's not too hot. We just climbed up this massive cliff, so that may be hot. I got about an hour to hike for the first water drop, and then I'm gonna try to see what time it is. Potentially to go till like 9 o'clock tonight. We'll see. Beginning of day 3 here, just outside of I believe it's Grimsby or Vineland, and feeling really good. I took a little bit extra time to have a big dinner and a big breakfast and some coffee. I slept like a log too, so yeah, making really good pace this morning. Don't want to get too overconfident. Feeling good. Gonna see if I can potentially make up some time today and maybe get back on schedule. So we will see. Day 3, let's go. Wow, wow. It's the first time I'm seeing these falls. Just outside of Hamilton. Holy moly, awesome. Hey, I've been going pretty hard this morning and I ran out of water. It's like 9:30 and I saw a trail runner just now. I'm in Hamilton. I asked him just by chance, I asked if he knew where a water source was. He says, yeah. He says, just go down the side trail 50 meters up the street. There's a water station. I was like, seriously? He's like, yeah. I go down. Sure enough, there's a water station. I've never seen anything like it. I just gorged myself on water. Pretty amazing. Feeling a lot better now. It's the hammer. Beautiful. Well, people call Hamilton beautiful. Great view. The 403 going into Hamilton. Can you hear me? Crazy. Hey, a beautiful waterfall here just outside of Ancaster, right near Sulphur Springs, actually, where they have the Sulphur Springs Road, where they have the Sulphur Springs 100-miler. Was my first 100-mile race, so neat significance. It's what is it, about 2:30 right now. Hey, day 4. I'm at just outside of Ancaster. It's a big tunnel with tons of graffiti, and you can hear the highway over top. And there is Ancaster in the background. So I had a decent sleep last night. I kept thinking that I heard like rodents outside my tent, but it was just the wind fly or the rain fly flapping in the wind. So I'll have to do a better job of kind of pegging that down today. But pretty cool thing happening right now is that I've been able to run. So I've been running this morning, and I ran a lot yesterday. And ouch, my foot just hurt there. And that's, as you can imagine, that's helping me get a lot faster. So I think the way it went yesterday is I ran most of the beginning and the half of the day, and then had to slow it down to the hike for the last part of the day. So yeah, on my way kind of towards Milton, and excited about getting in that neck of the woods, because that is, of course, my home. And so here we go. A pretty awesome looking forest here. Where am I? It's like 7:30-ish. So I'm a couple hours out of Ancaster. Just like this huge, beautiful valley. So quiet. Headed down there. Beautiful. This is called Grindstone Creek, and there's this beautiful rapids like this. It's been like maybe 1 or 2K now. Beautiful spot. Cliffs over here, on the edge. Definitely have to come back here. Hey, day 5, just outside of Kelso Conservation Area in Milton. There's a great big field behind me. Had just an excellent sleep last night, which was great, and really good breakfast this morning. Funny thing happened though. I have a little MSR pocket rocket stove kit, and part of it comes with like a plastic measuring cup that goes on the outside of the cooking kit. So whenever I make a little fire for the stove, I always remind myself, like, take that thing, the plastic thing, off the outside of the cooking container. And this morning I didn't. I forgot. Bound to happen, I suppose. And the thing went up in flames, but luckily didn't make too big of a mess, and got out of it kind of rather unscathed. But good lesson for me. Thought it'd be good to take a couple minutes too on a couple other things that I've learned here. One lesson is that leukotape. Ray Zahab recommended that to me, and that stuff is fantastic. I should have brought twice as much as I brought. Tylenol has been really helping. I would take 2 extra strength Tylenol at night, and really helps bring down the inflammation. That's a big thing. I think I'm gonna have enough, but I wish I would have brought more. And lube, I'm using Squirrel's nut butter. I'm almost out. I brought 2 containers of it. I had to stop at like a Shoppers Drug Mart as I went through Dundas, and I picked up some 2 small containers of Vaseline. That stuff's been a lifesaver and so important. So a couple of lessons from the trail here. Better get back to it. Want to make my way to the Forks of the Credit Park today, so I got a ways to go. But I'm on my home turf, and just outside of Milton, going through Georgetown, so it feels like a warm blanket. I'm so stoked. I'm moving well this morning. My pack's really light, so yeah, hoping to have a great day, and I'll be sure to kind of check in as I go, or at the end of the day. Just an unbelievable sunrise. I don't know if you can see the Toronto skyline. There's Kelso in the background. Holy moly, so nice. Hey, it is, what is it, day 6. I'm at the Forks of the Credit Inn right now. I stayed in this little bunk. He's got this outdoor shower. So yesterday was tough. It's interesting, the Bruce Trail map that I made all my plans from, it said that from Kelso to here was 65K, but then when I looked at my mileage from yesterday, it looked like it was more like 75K or 74K. So yeah, made for a long day. And then when I got in last night, the outdoor shower, it took some figuring out to actually get it started. So when I did got it started, I needed to obviously get cleaned up, and so I had a shower. I showered with all my clothes on, cleaned my clothes up. This morning I'm hiking in my my raincoat. I don't have a shirt on underneath just because I want to get warmed up before I throw my wet clothes on. I do have my wet shorts and socks and everything like that on, but I feel like my legs will warm up pretty quick. So just gonna take a quick look at what my agenda is for today. Essentially a day behind what I originally scheduled. I'm gonna try to stick back with my schedule to see if I can get to those campsites, just to stay on schedule with food and keeping batteries charged and all that sort of thing. I think that's going to mean a bit of a late night tonight on the trail, but what can you do? So yeah, got pretty much everything packed up. Here's the bunkie. We actually, my family, we actually have a bunkie a lot like this, so it was pretty neat staying here. Hey, it is day seven. Day seven. Wow, can you believe it? Look at just checking myself out here. Had a good sleep. I got up at around 3:30. I probably took me about an hour to break camp, and then what time is it now? Oh, I think it's 7 now. So I hiked till sunrise, just because it was cold and I didn't want to stand around and get really cold while I made breakfast. So I just made breakfast, and man, that coffee was so good. Pretty cool to be kind of self-sufficient out here in the woods. I grabbed water from a stream and filtered it, and then boiled it in my little MSR pocket rocket stove, and filtered it through this like camping coffee maker that I had. It was a delicious coffee. In any event, my knee is not feeling that great, but feeling like I'm gonna work through it. My right ankle started bugging me today as well, but again, I'm gonna work through that as well. All right, heading north, of course, today towards Blue Mountain. Hopefully get my 60 to 65K in today. Okay, day 7. Check out this panorama. Finally got my video working again. My phone was full. There's tons of hard drive space. It turns out all the videos and stuff I deleted were kept in my recently deleted folder, so it wasn't actually deleting them. Anyways, I've been running. My IT band is good. My feet are hurting, but they don't seem to be that bad. My knee, right side of my left knee is tight, but seems to be manageable right now. So got about an hour for lunch. I'm going to take another Tylenol at that point. And yeah, good to be making videos again. Hey, it's day 8 today. I am doing okay. I started off with a pretty rough morning. Just had a really big low in terms of my mood, and just like my feet. My feet are feeling a heck of a lot better, but when I first woke up, they were killing me, and my left knee as well. But things seem to be better as the day progresses. I even considered and was rehearsing in my head, just calling my wife to come and pick me up, just because I was feeling so lousy. But in any event, yesterday was decent, 60K. I was just exhausted at the end of the day, so I called camp a little bit easy, or a little bit early. I camped in a place called Mulner, just outside of Kilgore. I am heading towards Lavender right now, and then that'll get me into the Blue Mountains area. So I've got some ground to make up, and which means I won't have I don't know, I gotta figure something out for dinner, because I was supposed to pick up my supply box tonight in Blue Mountain, and I don't think I'm gonna make it there. But in any event, I am feeling better. It is day 8. I'm gonna keep moving on here and see how things go. It's the noisy river. What do you think? Pretty noisy? Pretty sunny over there. Okay. Onwards and upwards. It's now mid-December, so it's been a few months since my Bruce Trail FKT attempt, and as you can probably tell, I did not finish the FKT. I ended up going those 8 days, and I ended up quitting on the morning of day 9, and my wife came and picked me up just outside of Blue Mountain, a place called Nottawasaga Provincial Park. So I did make it about 490 kilometers in 8 days. which I'm happy about. Obviously disappointed. I would have liked to have finished, but not defeated. I have been doing a lot of reading recently about self-supported FKTs, and I'm feeling really inspired to attempt another FKT. I'm not sure when it will be. However, I see it happen in the next few years, and rather than going self-supported, I may very well do something that's supported. What I found on the trail is I really miss my family. I've got young kids, and it was tough to be away from them for that time, and to take those 2 weeks to be by myself like that. So again, disappointed, not defeated. I although it was a very tough experience, I've learned a lot. I think what really did me in the end was the super sore feet, and the lack of supplies. I was out of supplies. I was out of phone power, essentially. My GPS was out of power as well. So the thought of having to go full day without supplies, and without a phone and that sort of thing was a lot to handle. That being said, I think if I had my family with me, it would have been a different story. I think I might have been able to push on, but I guess that is the nature of a self-supported FKT. So final thoughts. Definitely love being out on the Bruce Trail. Proud of going 500 kilometers or close to 500 kilometers in 8 days, and I will be at it again.